play there going to get 11 as they get a quick first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That good for 22 and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Now Trubisky to Cohen out of the backfield. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Cole Kmet, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he will have the Bears' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. It's a gain of 7, and it'll be a 2nd down. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Out of the gun, Trubisky. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was trying to find Anthony Miller there, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And there is nowhere for him to cut back as he's taken down in the backfield. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. Trubisky will throw. Strong coverage by Washington, and now 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of Week 1. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
53's the mark. 53. Check 53. It's our time, guys. It's our time. Mike, 53.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins. That one is slant to McLaurin. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Eddie Goldman on the stop.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
4 receivers now in the formation. 3 to the left, 1 to the right on 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Haskins. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Eluding the pressure right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A gain of 2 yards on the play.
So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
Kyle Fuller.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Forced to the ground and incomplete. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Check. Let's go. Check. 53 is Mike. Access to one. Mike.
Play action. Haskins. He's going to air one out. And almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
Deep ball.
So on 4th down, Washington going to call on Tress Way to punt it away. 3-0 0-0 after one on EA Sports.
Bears 3, Washington nothing.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Here's Trubisky. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Big Shaq Lawson gets the sack there.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
They get 5 yards on the run there. Still left staring at a 3rd and about 14.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing here, Trubisky. He'll get this underneath to Montgomery. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it. And he'll take this back all the way up past the 45-yard line. So they will tread backward on the holding penalty.
And I know that they're going to get coached up and they'll get yelled at a little bit, but let's face it, it is hard not to do at the speed and pace that they play.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. And since they still have 10 yards to go, they'll just say, let's roll this over to 3rd down and decline it.
Let's just be honest about it. If you can't get them off the field on 3rd and 10, then something's wrong with your defense anyway. No sense in taking that penalty.
From the gun on 3rd down, it's Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards and a Chicago 1st down.
Bears.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down.
And the Bears' 1st down.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Flushed out right. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So a holding penalty, and that'll send him backwards.
You know they're trying not to do that. I mean, we know that, right? We talk to them all the time. But sometimes the defensive guys just put you in awkward situations, and you get caught grabbing their jerseys.
This is a quick pass from Trubisky. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a first down due to the previous penalty. Second and 8.
Brings up second down at the 35-yard line.
Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be taken down at the 34. He'll pick up only a yard there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 7.
It's a gain of a yard.
They go play action with Trubisky. He'll buy some time right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And that will be incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
On first down, Gibson. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
Gibson,
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now 3rd down is looming. A pickup of 2 on first down and just 1 yard there. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's 4th down. And this is too far behind his man. He missed him. It's incomplete. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. Taken in at the 22. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Trubisky to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Over the middle, and that's caught by Kmet. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Open man, he finds Kmet. Touchdown, Chicago.
Touchdown.
10 yards on the touchdown pass as the Bears push further out in front.
This is why a lot of play callers love play action in this spot. You just want to freeze the linebackers just for a second. Then you got a chance to get a quick pass into your tight end right behind them for a touchdown.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after's up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. J.J. Nelson now to return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also...
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Antonio Gibson, as the first half is winding down. And Washington able to come up with a quick strike touchdown. Oh, he missed it. No good. So this remains a 4-point game. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. That is caught by Cohen. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
And it's 3rd down.
So they went 2 yards in the wrong direction on the last pass play, and now it's 3rd and 12. A quick toss outright. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down.
A gain of 11 yards. It's now 4th.
Here comes the Bears punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the problem.
And got his man complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Over 1st and 10. At their own 28-yard line.
Haskins and the Washington offense going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
Mike, 58, right there. You got to get the ball. Do you get the push?
Haskins will throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive play.
And the pressure gets to him again. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. Slings this deep from McLaurin. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Off the RPO, he completes it. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
A 9-yard gain on the play. And it's
now a handoff here to his running back. 20! And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
That is caught at the 7-yard line. Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's 3rd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this up awfully close to a 1st down, but by the looks of it, might be a yard shy. All right, ball at the 1-yard line, 4th down. What do you say?
I say go, because if you can't get 1 yard, what's the old adage? If I can't get 1 yard, I don't deserve to win anyway. Tell your team it's that time. Who's going to get down into the trenches, grind it out, and make sure that ball gets in the end zone? Who's it going to be? Let's go do it.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Eddie Pinheiro on now for the Bears. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
At their own 22-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Gibson. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line.
Roquan Smith.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9. At the 23-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A yard in the wrong direction makes 3rd down tougher. 3rd down and 9.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Now Kaepernick, his first toss off the bench. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this will be down just inside the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals. as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Trubisky got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling.
Trubisky's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now it's Trubisky. The screen pass here to Cohen. Fancy footwork at the 45. And he will have the Bears' 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Now here's a throw, and that's Taywan Taylor with it. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
That is caught at the 7. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
Chicago.
Now they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. Now Trubisky to throw. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decide to throw for it, but the pressure got to them quickly and put the quarterback down.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Now they try the right side here. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there with his 1st career touchdown in his 1st career game. And the Bears will add on to their lead. And the lead is up to 14.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 20. Washington 6.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Nelson. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Now Kaepernick. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Washington on 3rd down, not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Khalil Mack picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Well, they went with the nickel. They throw in an extra defensive back. Coverage was very good.
Yeah, it was exactly as you would expect. A passing down, you bring in the nickel package. Just as you described, the coverage was excellent and allowed one of their linemen to end up getting to the quarterback.
Khalil Mack. And how about this for a setup? The ball will go over on downs at the 1-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. Making quite a splash with his second touchdown in his NFL debut. And the Bears will extend their lead. Turning into a really good performance on the road. Week 1, you're just hoping for that first win. It's tough to do it away from home, though, but they're looking strong.
It certainly is. Any road win in the NFL is a great road win. I mean, it just does not matter whether it's supposed to be tough or not. In this particular situation, how great will they feel leaving with a win on the road against a tough opponent?
A little work still to do, though. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Getting a hand in there and knocking it away, Eddie Jackson.
2nd and 10.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And he'll get this to Antonio Gibson complete. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his team out to the practice field and ceremonially buried the game films from the prior game when they got clobbered. That was his way of putting it behind them.
And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and run for it. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. He needed less than a foot. He didn't get a whole lot more than that, but he did get the 1st down.
Well, he and his offensive line created enough push where if he was able to just fall forward as he was able to there, that would pick up the 1st down. As you noted, didn't need a whole lot, didn't get much more than that.
And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
At the 40-yard line.
Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick. Looks for Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Another solid game-changing play for this defense with the interception. At this point, though, I don't know that it's game-changing. I mean, they've got this one in firm control.
And you always hear about, those stories about someone left their game plan behind and maybe you benefit from it. I'm not going to say that happened, but they certainly have appeared on defense to be a step ahead this entire game. Guys are always in the right spot in order to make a play.
The offense has had its moments, too. Play action. Now Trubisky. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Lets it go for Nelson. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Now, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Kaepernick will try again on second down. And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. Picked off near the 26, and they will score a pick six for a Bears touchdown.
Eddie Pinheiro is lining up for the extra point.
That's the story of the game. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the one. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches, and the two-point attempt is turned aside. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. 7 yards, the pick up there. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep him.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off near the 42. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Suddenly, it's first and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. They'll try to run this one in. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 7, and it'll set them back for second down.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago.
To Anthony Miller.
From 8 yards out. And the Bears use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Eddie Pinheiro.
They seemingly just continue to score at will, and as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win, but one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them, because what we're seeing right now, wow, that's a defense that's in tatters after what they faced in this ball game.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
The line of scrimmage.
He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production, but how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
12 yards there and a first down. To throw, it's Kaepernick. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 10 more there and another first down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry, ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
A loss of 2 yards.
Throwing his Kaepernick on 3rd down. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed, I did, my good man.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
And the Bears hands team able to pounce on it and get the football. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd.
They go play action. Trubisky. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something. Double turnovers. But instead, they'll keep the possession on the INT.
They'll take over 1st and 10.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And the offensive penalty has us back where we started as they come up on a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Gibson, and he powers his way up past the 30.
Antonio Gibson.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
31. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Here we go, D. All day, defense. All day. Let's go, let's go.
They'll keep it on the ground. Gibson. And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage.
Gibson, the ball carrier.
No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Watch the run, watch the run. 53's Mike. Check, 53's Mike.
Throwing now is Kaepernick. It's caught. Nelson. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 10 yards there. Good for a Washington first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Throwing on first down is Kaepernick. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Incomplete from the contact. Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. One final try for Kaepernick. We've seen this before. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 28. And that will write a finish to this ball game. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
Final score, Bears 40.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Chicago, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Minnesota Vikings. Meanwhile, for Washington, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Philly to face off with the Eagles. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.